Top 10 Best Netflix Movies. Looking for a great movie to watch? Check out Netflix. No matter what kind of film you're in the mood for, you'll find plenty of options on the streaming service. Its library is packed with new and classic movies, as well as original films you won't find anywhere else. Hey guys, welcome back to your entertainment channel, Netflix Tops, where we will tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of this video, because today's video is going to list down the top 10 best movies to watch on Netflix. So let's get started. Number 10. Jane Campion's first feature since 2009's Bright Star is a subtle spin on sibling rivalry, repressed emotions, and rural living. Based on Thomas Savage's 1967 novel, the short story of this film, The Power of Dog, dials back to 1920s Montana and into the world of the ranch-owning Burbank brothers, Phil, Benedict Cumberbatch, and George, Jesse Plemons. The more bookish of the two, George, manages the business, while the rough-hewn Phil can more typically be found castrating cattle. When George meets and marries Rose, Kirsten Dunst, widowed mother to sensitive teen Pete, Cody Smith McPhee, it sends Phil into apoplectic rage. Soon, he's brutally haranguing Rose, who starts to self-medicate with booze, and ominously befriends Pete. But there's more to this story than jealousy and rage, as Campion drops hints about hidden love for the past that might well be a dangerous thing in cowboy country. Number 9. Don David Washington and Zendaya play the eponymous couple in the stylish black and white movie Malcolm and Marie, about a director and his partner whose relationship is tested on the night of Malcolm's latest movie's premiere. Director Sam Levinson is known for creating the HBO show Euphoria, in which Zendaya also stars, and when production on the series halted due to COVID-19, Zendaya and Levinson discussed making a feature together instead. The result is Malcolm and Marie, an intimate movie that you will either love or despise. One Total Film reviewer gave the movie 5 stars, another 2 stars. Whether you can or cannot stand this Netflix flick, there's no denying Washington and Zendaya give superb performances. Number 8. You may recognize Vanessa Kirby from her brilliant turn as Princess Margaret on The Crown. In Pieces of a Woman, she's equally brilliant, giving a stunning performance as a woman struggling with the trauma and grief of losing her newborn baby. The film co-stars Shia LaBeouf and is directed by Brunel Munzusco. Not one to be watched lightly, especially with an almost 30-minute long one-take birth scene. Kirby, throughout, gives a stunning performance, which has earned her an Oscar nomination, and quite rightly. Number 7. Containing Chadwick Boseman's final performance, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom stars Viola Davis as the eponymous Ma Rainey, a singer known as the Mother of the Blues. Set across the course of one afternoon in 1927, tensions rise as Ma Rainey challenges her manager and producer, while Boseman's Levy, a trumpeter, has ambitious plans of his own. The film is adapted from the August Wilson play of the same name, and Denzel Washington produces. The film is swept along by its 2 potent central performances, Davis generating hefty diva power, and her proud, obstinate blues-preaching Ma, determined not to be reduced to a rip-off voice. Boseman's wiry, angry Levy brings the film's real charge, however, giving every rippling horn improv, fierce God-taunting rant, and soft shoe shuffle the urgency of a man racing to make his mark with his art. The desperate, eloquent force of his performance gives the muscular film added punch and poignancy. Number 6. David Fincher's long-awaited biographical drama about screenwriter Herman J. Mankiewicz, Mank, has been a long time coming. Fincher's father Jack wrote the script for the movie back in the 90s, but the project didn't come to fruition until last year. It follows Mankiewicz, Gary Oldman, as he writes Citizen Kane, as well as his relationship with newspaper tycoon William Randolph Hearst, Charles Dance, and Hearst's mistress, Marianne Davies, Amanda Seyfried. Oldman and Seyfried are both excellent career highs that should be showed in awards glory. Plus, this is Fincher's first movie since 2014's Gone Girl. The director brings everything to Mank, edited to perfection, and becoming one of Hollywood's finest love letters to itself. Number 5. Only you can decide what's best for you, Jesse. Those words, said during the opening moments of El Camino, epitomize the character's journey through Breaking Bad, the show-stopping series that charted the rise and fall of Walter White. El Camino continues Jesse's journey beyond the finale, offering a send-off for the beloved former meth cook. El Camino could have fallen apart quite easily, yet Aaron Paul's intense portrayal of a man suffering PTSD holds everything together. He perfectly slips back into Jesse's shoes, making the time spent between the series ending and El Camino's release fade away. Thanks to Paul's gravitas, the movie feels like a satisfying closure for the character. El Camino then offers a final farewell to some of the greatest characters ever to appear on the television screen. And Jesse, poor Jesse, finally gets the closing chapter he deserves. Number 4. In September 1969, 7 members of the radical left were lumped together and charged with conspiracy and inciting to riot. The charges related to anti-Vietnam War and counterculture protests held in Chicago during the 1968 Democratic National Convention. An 8th defendant, Bobby Seale, played here by Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, was also bundled into this all-star team of revolutionaries by Richard Nixon's Attorney General John Mitchell. Aaron Sorkin could have directed this film, The Trial of the Chicago 7, as a straightforward courtroom drama. However, thanks to a heavyweight cast, Eddie Redmayne, Sacha Baron Cohen, Jeremy Strong, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, this is as gripping as they come. Trial of the Chicago 7 makes for an emotionally tough watch, though an exhilarating one too, given the torque of Sorkin's talk. What really resonates are the shocking parallels of the current political landscape, the death of George Floyd, and the ensuing protests that were met this summer with tear gas. Number 3. Meet the little sister of Sherlock and Maycroft. Charming, witty, and in a whole lot of trouble. Join the rambunctious Ilona Holmes as she journeys across London in an attempt to solve not one, but 2 mysteries. Stranger Things actor Millie Bobby Brown is delightful as the eponymous heroine, and the fourth wall-breaking movie is the perfect lighthearted escape for anyone stuck at home. The movie also unites Brown with another Netflix star, The Witcher's Henry Cavill, who offers a new take on Sherlock that rivals Robert Downey Jr. and Benedict Cumberbatch's versions, even though his screen time is minimal. It's all surprisingly charming and well worth a watch on Netflix. Number 2. It's not hard to imagine the scorchingly hot cast of Netflix's The Devil All the Time, attracting, then traumatizing, an unsuspecting young audience. Part-time superheroes Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, and Sebastian Stan lead this stacked ensemble. Yet director Antonio Campos' After School Simon Killer adaptation of Donald Ray Pollock's novel couldn't be further removed from the breezy mainstream comic book fare. A sprawling southern gothic drama set in post-war Ohio, around the epicenter of a town called Knock'em-Stiff. Teddat's time-hopping story begins with Willard Russell, Skarsgård, returning from World War II and starting a family with Charlotte, Halle Bennett. This movie's a harrowing experience, but a worthwhile one if you can stomach it. Plus, once you've watched this one, be sure to read our ending explain piece with the director. Number 1. The Safdie brothers proved themselves a deft hand at adrenaline-pumping action with good time. Uncut Gems, however, sees the directing duo working on another level entirely. Adam Sandler plays Howie, a Jewish jeweler based in New York. Howie owes a lot of people a lot of money and also has a gambling addiction. Cue a movie that will tear your nerves apart as you watch the strangely likable central character do everything wrong. There's a reason why Adam Sandler and Oscar snub appeared together so frequently at the onset of 2020. Sandler gives a career best performance as the smarmy snake oil salesman, while the high-octane heroic pacing of much of the movie will leave you a wonderfully nervous wreck by the time the credits roll. And this brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.